Your father's memory is fading, and his bank account is being drained by predatory online scams that he no longer understands. You have exactly 3 weeks to secure legal power of attorney before his entire life savings vanish into a void you can never recover. Managing aging parents' finances feels like a minefield, but there is a specific, ironclad system to shield their assets while preserving your relationship. Get to it. Think of this process not as taking over their lives, but as building a safety net that protects both their dignity and your sanity. Many families wait until a crisis, like a fall or a sudden diagnosis, to have these conversations, and that is exactly when the chaos starts. When you are scrambling to pay a mortgage or find an insurance policy during a medical emergency, you are making decisions under extreme pressure. Instead, you want to shift your approach to be proactive rather than reactive. The first thing you need to do today is audit their digital footprint. You might think you know where their accounts are, but most seniors have a scattered collection of logins, utility statements, and obscure investment accounts they haven't checked in years. Start by setting up a shared digital vault, such as a secure password manager that you both have access to. I know a woman named Sarah who spent 3 months trying to find her father's life insurance provider after he suffered a stroke because the paperwork was hidden in an attic box. She missed a premium payment during that search, which led to a lapse in coverage that cost her family roughly $50,000. That is a mistake you can avoid by creating a centralized folder of essential documents today. This includes social security numbers, birth certificates, power of attorney forms, and property deeds. When these documents are organized, you are not just saving time, you are saving your future self from a massive amount of unnecessary grief. Once you have the basics, it is time to move to the level up. This involves having the hard talk about their living intentions and how those map to their actual liquid assets. It is uncomfortable to ask your parents how much money they have, but research from the ARP indicates that over 60% of families have never discussed long term care funding with their aging parents. You need to sit down and clarify the gap between their current lifestyle and the potential cost of assisted living or in home care. In 2024, the national median monthly cost for an assisted living facility in the United States reached approximately $4,800. That is nearly $60,000 a year. You need to look at their monthly income, which usually comes from Social Security or pensions, and compare it against their projected healthcare needs. Does their current savings plan account for that massive gap? Many parents assume they will age in place forever, but life often makes that impossible. Approach this by showing them you are their partner, not their auditor. Use a tool like a simple Excel or Google Sheet to visualize their cash flow. When they can see the numbers on a screen, the conversation changes from "you are telling me what to do" to "we are planning for our family's safety." If this is clicking for you and you want to ensure you are prepared for the logistical side of aging, hit subscribe. I share practical guides like this every single week. All right, now for the one I have been saving for you. This is the third method, and honestly, it is the one that most people ignore until it is far too late to implement. It is the concept of a financial power of attorney that is specifically drafted for incapacity. Many people think a basic will or a standard bank signature card is enough, but that is a dangerous misunderstanding. A standard power of attorney often expires if your parents become mentally incompetent, which is exactly when you need it the most. You need what is called a durable power of attorney that specifically includes language regarding digital assets and healthcare decision making. I saw a case in 2022 where a son was unable to pay his mother's nursing home bills because the bank refused to acknowledge his power of attorney, claiming the document was too old and did not explicitly cover modern digital banking access. The court proceedings cost his family over $20,000 in legal fees and drained precious energy during a time when he needed to focus entirely on his mother's health. Don't let that happen to you. Go to an attorney who specializes in elder law and have them draft a document that is robust, durable, and updated for the modern digital age. It is a one time investment that creates a permanent shield around their assets and your ability to act on their behalf. Let that sink in for a moment. Most people spend more time researching their next vacation than they do on this single document. Yet this document is the foundation of their entire future security. Once you have the digital vault, the clear financial plan, and the durable power of attorney, you are no longer just guessing at how to handle these challenges. You are moving with intent. You are protecting them from themselves, from scammers, and from the harsh reality of an unprepared crisis. And the peace of mind you gain, it is worth more than every single penny you are trying to protect. So there you have it. 3 real actionable ways to navigate money with aging parents. Start with the digital audit today. clear the air about long term costs tomorrow, and get that durable power of attorney signed as soon as humanly possible. That final step alone changes the entire trajectory of their later years and your own financial safety. If you found this helpful, share it with someone you know who is currently feeling overwhelmed by this responsibility. Subscribe so you don't miss our next video, where we will dive into how to protect your parents from the modern surge in financial elder abuse. See you next time. Take care of them, but make sure you are taking care of yourself too, because the best way to help them is to make sure you have the clarity to lead them through the finish line with grace and intelligence. You can do this. It is hard, but you are more than capable of handling it. Remember, the goal is always peace of mind for the whole family. Everything else is just paperwork. Stay organized, stay calm, and keep moving forward. You have a plan now, and that is a massive head start over everyone else. Take a deep breath, close your tabs, and enjoy the rest of your day knowing you have tackled the hardest part of the equation.